and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. This is Tanush, and today we'll be speaking about a very important transit which is going to happen in the first week of April. So Jupiter would be moving from sign of Capricorn to the sign of Aquarius. It's a very important transit. So before we start, I have got multiple mails and requests from my subscribers and viewers asking me why I don't make regular videos on regular transit or monthly videos. So basically this is not my primary profession. I am into IT, so astrology is my passion, and I'm pursuing it. So whenever any important transit is going to happen which is going to impact everyone in a major way, I'll surely make videos, or else I'll make videos as and when the time permits. So now Jupiter will be moving from sign of Capricorn to the sign of Aquarius on 7th of April 2021. Why is this very important? Because Jupiter in Capricorn is debilitated, meaning it's kind of not very happy being in Capricorn, and all the aspects which Jupiter governs are being impacted. So, Jupiter temporarily came into the sign of Capricorn in 2020. It was there for quite some time, probably 5-6 months, and then it moved back into the sign of Sagittarius. And now in November 2020, it has moved to the sign of Capricorn. So we can see the total period when Jupiter was in Capricorn was not very good, because Jupiter holds very important portfolios in general. Like Jupiter represents growth, it represents finance, Jupiter represents expansion, learning, marriage, children. So many important aspects are governed by Jupiter, and on all these fronts we can see a lot of slowdown happening, or a lot of issues happening. Now the good thing is Jupiter is moving to the sign of Aquarius, and it will be there till 15th of September, and then on 15th of September it will come back again to the sign of Capricorn. It will stay there for 2 months, and then it will continue its onward journey into Aquarius. Now, why is this important? Some of the classical texts like Uttara Kala Mitra, it is stated that Aquarius is a very mysterious sign. So many prominent astrologers have stated that Aquarius signs sometimes tend to behave like it's a sign of Cancer, and whenever Jupiter enters into the sign of Aquarius, it behaves like it is quasi exalted. So and also Capricorn is considered the tough side of Saturn, whereas Aquarius is considered the blessed sign of Saturn. So Capricorn is a very tough sign. It makes a person work very hard, and also Jupiter gets debilitated in the sign of Capricorn, whereas Jupiter is comfortable in the sign of Aquarius. So sign of Aquarius represents society. It represents what all government will do for public in general. It represents different development activities government carries out for the society. And also the Aquarius is the 11th sign, which indicates gains from the efforts which everyone has put in. So in a way we can interpret this transit as whatever hard work the public in general has put in during the tough times, this is the time where we can see some results, some positive results coming out. So that is why this transit is going to be very important. Now let us see how this is going to impact all the 12 ascendants. Now talking about the Aries ascendant, Jupiter is going to transit into your 11th house. So it's one of the wonderful transit for you, because Jupiter in 11th house does extremely well. It's a great time. Your network circle will increase. You'll get great gains from your profession or from your business. It also represents fulfillment of desires, hopes, and wishes. Also, Saturn, which is the lord of your 10th house, is in your 10th house, and Jupiter, which is lord of your 9th house, is now in your 11th house. So, overall, the placement looks extraordinarily well. You need to utilize this time. So, your communication will be very good during this time. Courage will be excellent. It's a very great time for learning new things. You'll spend some good quality time with people, also your family and children. It's perfect time for people who are planning for children and marriage, provided your dasha supports, obviously. So utilize this time. It's a wonderful time for you. You can also have new business deals with your business partners. So overall, an excellent transit for Aries. Now for Taurus ascendant, this transit is happening in your 10th house. So generally, Jupiter loses its directional strength in the 10th house, but Jupiter does good in the sign of Aquarius. So this means that you will need to put little more effort in order to achieve whatever you are working on. So this transit will be good for your professional life. People planning for change in the job, it's a perfect time. You'll also work in projects involving huge teams where you need to communicate with people, you need to be dynamic. Increase in income is also indicated. And if you are expecting promotion, so this is the time when you possibly can get it. People planning for new property or renovation of the existing house can do so. This time favors it. If there are any litigation or cases in property matters, so this time it will progress well and things will be in your favor. Now for Gemini ascendant, this transit is happening in their 9th house. So two good things. One is Jupiter coming out of your 8th house is one thing. Jupiter coming out of debilitation is the second thing. And Jupiter holds two important portfolios for Gemini ascendants. One is the 7th house and other is the house of career, which is the 10th house. Now this transit is basically forming a very powerful Raj Yoga, which means Jupiter, which is lord of two Kendra houses. So lord of Kendra, transiting into a Trikona house, that too Dharma Trikona house. It's an excellent Raj Yoga. Also Jupiter has excellent directional strength in the 9th house. So it's a very good transit for you guys. People looking for new job will get into new job, or people who have lost their jobs, this is the time when you can get into the new job. So it will favor you getting into very big organizations, MNCs. Health will improve. Your personality will become very dynamic. Now relation with sibling will be great. You will be very courageous and dynamic during this time. Learning new things will be on cards, and people planning for children, again this is a very good time. So expenses will be little high, so keep watch on that front, because from 8th house Jupiter was aspecting Rahu, which is in your 12th house even right now. So when Jupiter moves to the 9th house, its aspect on the 12th house goes away. So Rahu will now become more powerful, and it will keep you high on expenses. Now for Cancer ascendants, this is happening in your 8th house. So this is a perfect time for unmarried people to get married. Why? Because lord of your 7th house, which is lord of your marriage, is Saturn, and right now Saturn is in your 7th house. And Jupiter transiting to 8th house, it will aspect your 2nd and 4th house. So 2nd house again represents your family. So it represents increase in the family as well. So this is a very good time for marriage, because Jupiter is also Karaka for marriage, right? So you might face some health issues, but otherwise this transit is going to be very good for you. Any court cases or litigation will be in your favor. Now for Leo ascendant, this transit is happening in the 7th house of marriage and business partnership. So unmarried Leo ascendant people who are planning to get married or who were waiting for the marriage from some time, this is the right time for you to get married. Health will be great. You will develop a very strong personality. You will become courageous and put in great efforts towards achieving your goals. Now, Jupiter also aspects fifth house. So again, people who are planning for having kids, this is a great time. People who want to learn new technology or want to get into a new domain, this would be a very good time for you guys. Now, for Virgo ascendants, this is happening in your sixth house. So this transit is happening in your sixth house. So people who are planning for new job can start putting in efforts. So they'll surely get into a new job. So the job may be little tough initially, but ultimately it will turn out to be a very good position after some time. So the salary will be good. Any litigations related to property will progress in your favor, and you may face some minor health issues. Now, for Libra ascendants, this transit is happening in the fifth house. So, again, Jupiter has very good directional strength in the fifth house because it is considered, one of the houses of Dharma. So, you will feel very relaxed at home. Your relationship with mother will be better. It's a time to learn new technology, time to explore your hobbies. You will get gains from speculation and from your network circle. Your network circle will increase, and specifically people who are into shares, this is a very good time. So play safe, but it's a time where you'll get very good returns. So your health will also improve, and your courage will be excellent during these times. Now, for Scorpio ascendants, this transit will happen in the fourth house. So, Jupiter does extremely well in the fourth house. Its direction strength is also very good. So, if you guys are planning to buy new property or renovate existing one, this is excellent period. If your money was blocked in any investments or market, you will get back your money. If you are planning for a job change, you will get a very good position with great salary, and health will be very good. Now, for Sagittarius ascendants, the Lord of your Lagna is getting into third house. So, your communication and mass communication skills will be excellent during this time. You will gain from profession and also network circle. You might have endured losses financially in last 1 year. This trend will slowly come down, so you can see the losses coming down and gains slowly increasing. You can go and travel to places of pilgrimage or long distance travel to different places. Now, for Capricorn ascendants, Jupiter is moving out of your ascendant into your second house. So you might have faced some health issues during last 1 year, and specifically issues related to digestion and liver. But this transit will improve your health. Your spendings and losses will come under control, and you'll be able to better manage your daily routine and also your health. Now, for Aquarius, this transit is going to happen in your ascendant or Lagna. So it's a very good time for you. Jupiter aspects three best houses, that is fifth house, seventh house, and ninth house. So people who are planning to learn new technology or new courses, this is the right time. You can just start off. You can plan for that. People who are unmarried, this is a time when you can actually plan for your marriage. You will get very good alliance. And people also, couples who are basically planning for having children, this is an excellent time. So overall, it's a good time. Make best use of the time, right? Now, for Pisces ascendant, this is happening in your 12th house. So this might probably increase your expenses a little bit, but you will spend money in charity work or in donations. Environment at home will be very pleasant. You will go on journeys to different places, possibly also to places of pilgrimage. You might also travel to foreign lands if your Dasha and Antardasha permits. Health may be little disturbed, but you have to take care on that front. Otherwise, this transit is kind of okay for you guys. So guys, this was my predictions on the transit of Jupiter into the sign of Aquarius from 7th of April to 15th of September. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel, and if you want a personal consultation with me, you can visit my website, or you can WhatsApp me on my number. So thank you for watching. See you again with another video.